Okay, you're probably wondering if you're watching. Hello everyone, first of all, thanks for watching. But if you are physically watching, probably wondering, wait a second, isn't this from one of the previous videos? Yes. That is because in the last video, and I only found this out after I finished the video, um, the sound for like the last part of it didn't record. And I'm starting to realize why there's like zero playthroughs of this game, despite the fact that like it's a pretty good game series, right? Like I've seen other channels get like 15k views from previous games in the series, so I'm like, why is there zero gameplay of this? Like there's a couple here and there, but like almost nothing. I figured it out. The sound quality is so annoying to deal with. There's one song in this game that just disrespects your audio so much. And if you record using mono audio, like just one singular editable audio source, it sucks so hard. Like, you physically cannot separate the game sound volume from the rest of the video volume. And it sucks. I think I have fixed it. If not, there's going to be parts of the video where it is just music. You might need to read that on your own. Because, like, this is like my 12th time trying to fix it. If it doesn't work this time, I don't know what to do. Okay, I've given at least 2% of my effort towards this. I don't think I can do more than that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there. But that is why it looks like this. It's probably gonna be like a jump cut. I'm probably gonna cut like right here, like right here, like right. Okay, the cuts have been made. Hopefully. Now, if you can hear my voice, you probably will not have to reread things. And I'm not gonna just stop trying to fix it. But at the same time, I haven't posted for like almost a week at this point, and I know there are some people that are probably gonna get antsy about the continuation of the videos. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into this. If the audio works, it works. If it doesn't, you're not gonna hear any of this. So I don't even know why I'm saying it, but hopefully it does. We've got 8 cop cars on the way. They're less than 2 blocks out. You need to move, Ellie. I know. Get in the back. I'm driving. Want me to fire off an RPG? Save it for the highway. That is that thing real? You bet it is. Hey, you finally got your robot working. I'm not a robot, I'm a human being. She's adorable, Ellie. I love the twin tails. Is the hair real? It feels real. You know what? That's a good question. Hey, stop pulling my weird robot hair that I don't fully understand. You can fool around with Ellie's sex bot later, Jazz. We have to bail now. And the you. Coming. Come on, hurry up. I don't want to get in the ute. I want to go home. Can't control my legs. Wait. They're closing in on us, Ellie. Hold on, we're almost at the breach point. Firing off the rocket. Crap. One car down. There's still 6 left. What? I thought they said they had 8 police cars. Maybe they said that. Okay. Don't worry, I can just blow them all up. Ha, somehow I doubt that will work with me. Is that person made of fire? Inferno blast! Ah! What the hell is going on? Has the world gone mad? Sir unit, use your lasers. Activating defense systems. Whoa, I was not expecting this. Blast cannon! Ah! What the hell? I just blasted that fire girl with a laser. I'm opening up the frack. The music has stopped. Is that a portal? Hold on, we're going in. No! Ah! Damn it. Ah! Ow. Great driving, Ellie. Please, I just got away from the entirety of the Axon City Police Department. My driving is fantastic. Are we on a beach? How did we... Ah, Ellie. There's these gross crab things everywhere. And they've got tentacles. Huh? This is why we brought weapons with us. Gear up, girls. We need to secure the area. Initiating combat mode.
Huh? I'm a hyper-intelligent computer program. And even I'm confused by these things. They're crabs, but they have tentacles for legs. And they're also kind of cute, I guess. These creatures are pretty weak, but watch out for their pinchy claws. If you're injured, just use a healing item. To access our supplies, select items from the menu. And don't be stingy. We can always buy more items later.
I love how one of the girls just has a gun. I think it's Kathy that just has an actual gun.
Time to finish him off! World domination shall be mine!
Wow. I don't know who voice acts Ellie, but they're doing a great job. Okay. Hopefully the next game that comes out in the series has a voice acted Max. Because that would be awesome. Okay, that was pretty impressive. I'm like some badass killing machine now. I'm not gonna... I want to make this very clear. I'm not gonna do accents. Especially not Australian ones. I cannot. I refuse. Maybe if there's a British person, I will do a terrible British accent. But I don't know accents very well, and I especially don't want to do Australian accents. If it wasn't for the fact that I was a girl, and that Ellie installed mind control subroutines in my brain, this would actually be kinda cool. Ew, I got tentacle crab juice all over me. What are those things? Tentacle crabs. That's what we used to make it Min-X. Or Minx, or whatever it's called, I don't know. Min-X? We're just gonna call it Min-X. Wait, is that the synthetic drug Ellie manufactured so she could make millions of dollars? Tens of thousands at best. I lost a lot of money getting all of the tech up and running, and that robot body of yours wasn't cheap. You could have saved money by not putting me in a robot body in the first place. Yeah, but where's the fun in that? Oh, now that we're in the frack, can I play with your robot? I'm not a robot. Maybe later. It's almost nightfall, and there's no way I'm spending my evening lugging boxes around. Sir Unit, initiate service mode and set up our base of operations. Directive received. Ah! Your body has been set to autopilot. Your body has been set to autopilot. So I deducted that now would be a good time to bring you up to speed on our operation. Before we begin, how are you feeling, Sarah? Are you adjusting to your new and improved mechanical form? My name isn't Sarah, it's Sam. Wait, I can talk more, will you? Hold up, I'm not a robot girl. Oh, English is so hard. Hold up, I'm not a robot girl anymore. I'm back to normal. I assure you, you are still 100% a robot girl. I've merely updated your appearance and response from the datascape. How do we call the astronaut? Never mind. I thought you would prefer this, at least for the time being. None of this is real, is it? This is all some crazy fever dream I'm having, right? ... Right? Would it make you feel better if I lied? Bloody hell. I can't believe this is happening to me. My simulations predicted it would take you some time to adapt. Would it help if I played calming music? No, it would not. Actually, this is a pretty good song. Feeling better now. Okay, so let me just get this straight. Ellie experimented on my body and put my brain into a robot. Didn't we already go through this? Your consciousness has been transferred into the synthetic shell which you now reside in. So, what happened to my human body? It's best if you don't know. So how am I supposed to turn back to normal? You don't. You're a robot now. so you'll need to get used to it. Oh my god. At least when the robotic uprising finally happens, I'll be on the winning side. True, but that's just over a decade away. In the meantime, we'll have more pressing issues to deal with. Okay, fine, I'm a robot now. I've got my head around that much at least. Well, where the hell are we? And what were those weird tentacle crab monsters? Remember in high school when you read a crackpot internet post about the Hollow Earth theory? I actually have a theory about the Max's Big Bus world, like the actual physical planet they live on, which I think is almost as funny as what could possibly be the actual, like, world they live on, but I'll talk about that later. Maybe that's what I'll do. When I'm doing fights, I'll just talk about random shit that has absolutely nothing to do with the actual story of this game. How do you know how do you know what I looked up on the internet in high school? I have access to your memory files. That is horrifying. Don't worry, they're read-only. I'm unable to alter them. Oh no. Now I'm gonna have an existential crisis on top of all of this. Ha! They're not false memories. You were originally human at one point. But if you weren't, you would never know. ... The Hollow Earth theory is indeed correct. Right now, we are within the Earth's core, deep below the surface. And we came here through a magic portal. A frack, correct. So magic is real. Yes. No scientific explanation for how that works? It's magic, Sam. Okay then. During the time you were unconscious, the protest group you organized with Ellie has evolved into a new revolutionary group called Axon and Ashes. That sounds ominous. It's meant to strike fear into the hearts of Axon cities rich and powerful, but your initial plan to crush the elite and form a new society was unsuccessful. That was never my plan. You told Mistress Ellie she needed to take more direct action. I didn't mean founding a terrorist organization. It's the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. Change cannot be achieved with passive action such as protesting. That is why Axon and Ashes was formed. Does Ellie actually want to change society for the better, or does she want to take over the world? A bit of both. Well, that's not surprising. Because your plan was a failure, we have been forced to retreat to the frack. Wait, is the inside of the Hollow Earth called the frack, or is the magic portal called the frack? ... Okay, so what are we doing here? At the moment, we are setting up our base camp. In fact, you're the one doing all of the heavy lifting. Take a look at your optical sensors. Huh? I'm moving on my own? I don't think I'm ever going to get used to being a robot. Sorry, I had to take a sip there. Well, it's not like you have a choice. Once we have established a foothold in the frack, we will regroup and formulate a new plan to reform society. Which is almost definitely going to end horribly with Ellie at the helm. It doesn't really matter, the two of us will wipe out all of humanity in a few years anyway. Really? You're more robotic than you give yourself credit for. That was a joke. Oh. Huh? What's that beeping sound? It's your low battery warning. You have 2 hours of charge remaining. Wait, what? I have a battery? Yes? How did you think you worked? If I run out of charge, do I die? Yes. Ah! I'm always forgetting to charge my phone. It's gonna be dead by the end of the week. Again, another joke. You'll just enter a power mode. But you're going to need to plug into a PowerPoint sooner or later. Are there even PowerPoints in the frack? I'm gonna die. We brought several solar panels and charging stations with us. Just connecting the cord in your leg. Just connect the cord in your leg to one of the power outlets, and you will begin to recharge. Cord in my leg? It will make more sense in the real world. Disconnecting from the datascape. Wait, I still have more quests. He still has more quests. He hasn't completed all of his quests. Ah. Okay, I'm back to being a sexy robot girl. I keep expecting to wake up from this nightmare, but I'm beginning to think this might actually be my life now. So there's a cord in my leg. I'm guessing it's inside the metal parts. I don't really understand why I have synthetic skin. You'd think Ellie would make me entirely of metal. Surely that would be more cost effective. And what's up with this giant tits? They certainly don't have any functional use, and the weight is really throwing me off. I guess they increase my sex appeal, which might distract enemies in battle? Or Ellie is just an evil bitch who enjoys humiliating me. It's one of the two. Probably both. If I poke this side panel like this... Ah, it retracted. Huh? This is the power cord. There's a power cord in there. I was expecting something a bit more sophisticated, but I guess this will get the job done. I've just gotta plug this in. ... Double ... Charging complete. Now, why the hell is it morning? All I did was plug into a PowerPoint. Morning, Sarah. That's not my name. Your power levels were quite low, so I switched off most of your functions overnight. You can switch me off? And how are you here right now? Do I have to explain everything? I've cataloged your memory files. You know what a hologram is. I don't see a projector anywhere. Ha, very funny. I really hope they have some explanation for this. Actually, I think it would be even funnier if they just never explain how she's able to do this. It's just always like, ha ha ha, very funny. Like, I just hope they never explain it. The humans are still sleeping, but I'm detecting some suspicious activity to the east of our location. Is it more tentacle crabs? Judging by their energy signatures, I suspect they are magic users. We believe that the track was uninhabited, but it appears our hypothesis was incorrect. Magic users? Activating your long-range scanners. I know a save point is coming up here soon, so I'll probably just play until we get to that save point. So I think after this fight, we should be able to save. My queen. Yes, officer. Enemy forces have been sighted on the Shysta Isles. They appeal to be Galtesians. I don't know how the fuck to say that. Galtesians this far south. There's only 4 of them, but one appears to be an automaton from Obsidian Peak. Obsidian Peak? The Isle of Galts are working together. That poses a rather significant problem. I will head there and capture them personally. Take a contingent of soldiers with you. Automatons are formidable opponents. You won't be able to take it out on your own. I'm the most powerful warrior in the track, not counting you, of course, my queen. You know what's at stake here. The Galtesians cannot stand in the way of our conquest. Those fools be required. I'm so sorry for failing English. Those fools will be crushed by the power of your armies, my queen. I don't know why I'm giving Eldoris like a gruff, butch voice. I guess she does kind of give off those vibes, though. I don't know. Try not to break the automaton. Just kill the rest. We have no use of them. Uh-oh. This does not appear to be good news, Sarah. Were those people half octopus? They didn't have any legs. Are they octopus mermaids? They do not match anything in my database. They do appear to be hostile. What's the Isle of Galtis? That phrase is returning 0 results in my database search. How big is the frack? Is there like an entire fantasy kingdom full of monster girls down here? It's unclear. Ellie's initial survey of the frack only examined this area, and we found 0 signs of habitation. Well, clearly you didn't look hard enough. How long do we have until they get here? Approximately 6 minutes, which is approximately the amount of time I'm going to continue recording for. Crap. Mr. Ellie, wake up. Oh right, mental reprogramming. I forgot about that for a second. What is it, Sarah? That's not my name, we both know it's Sarah. That's what I just said. ... Whatever, a bunch of angry monster girls with octopus legs are on their way to kill us. What are you going on about? Ooh, is it breakfast time already? It's too early for this nonsense, Sarah. Make me a coffee. Chuck us some toast too. Breakfast received. Dispensing coffee and turning on toast. Does she have a toaster in her body? I would kill to have a toaster in my body. Do you know what I could do with that? I could toast bread with a toaster in my body. If I was brave enough, I could make a grilled cheese. A toasted grilled cheese, one might even say. Kathy, Sarah's only got one mug built into her. You'll have to get yourself a spare one from the Ute. I have a coffee machine in my arm and a toaster. It's in her arm? I guess that's what the jacket's for. A rice cooker in the... Hopefully they mean like in other parts of the body and not just in her arms. Like, just she's simultaneously making coffee, rice, and toast. But she makes it all in one place. So it's just like rice, but like instead of boiling water, no, it'd still be water. Okay, you know what? I guess maybe, but like if the coffee spilled into the rice and you boiled the coffee, you'd have coffee, but you know, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm stupid. Am I actually a high-tech robot, or am I just a bunch of appliances slapped together? Yeah, a bit of both. Alright, I'm a bit more awake now. What were you going on about? A horde of monster girls is on their way here to kill us. Monster girls? Some would say monster girls. They're real? Apparently so. What kind? Centaurs, sun girls, harpies? I don't know the word for it. They're like mermaids, except instead of fish tails, they had a bunch of tentacles. Octomermaids, Murtopus. Oh, those are taco girls. Comes from the Japanese word for octopus. How do you know that? Spend a lot of time online. Monster girls over jam. Not furries though. They don't count. No argument there. You succubus count as monster girls? Yes, but demons are a little bit different. I'm pretty sure they're real too. Saw footage of the nightclub in Siren's Point. But can we have this discussion later? We're all in grave danger. I'll talk about this later. I just realized I haven't said something vitally important to the story. But I'll talk about it later. A squadron of heavily armed monster girls are literally storming the beach as we speak. Holy crap, I knew it, monster girls are real! And so are their tridents. They look extremely sharp. You know what to do, Sarah. Initiating combat mode.
Siri unit entering combat.
We're up against two enemies.
Okay. First I'm going to talk about my crackpot theory about the Max's Big Bus World.
This enemy does not care for Jasmine, or her flashy water dance moves.
Cool. I think, and this might be wrong, but I'm like, it would be so funny if I was
Look
right.
at that flammability index.
I think that the entirety of the world, at least the Max's Big Bus World, isn't actually a sphere like ours, right? And it's not just randomly hollow. I think it's more like a fishbowl that, like, at some point in time, back when dragons and everything existed on the actual surface, like, this hole existed that leads directly to the frack, and it's, like, been covered up. And Australia now exists on top of this hole, like, somewhere on top of this hole. And that's why Australia is such a batshit insane place, right? So it's like a fishbowl that, like, got covered up, and then, like, they did a whole lot of propaganda, the government did, to, like, stop anyone from knowing about the existence of
this
this
is gonna
place.
hurt. You're going to feel an
And
extreme stinging sensation. See
that's, like,
slice. This one's gonna hurt.
yeah, that's the whole of my real, actual theory, that, like, they just completely forgot about it after time. All the propaganda that they spread in order to stop anyone from knowing about it eventually became
World
the actual truth,
domination
and they now no
shall be
longer know.
mine.
Calm down, Ellie. I'm trying to be a conspiracy theorist over here. Thank you very much. But anyway, yeah, they just don't know how or why anything is the way it is. I don't actually know what the most busted team comp is. I know in the last one it was like Holly, Max, Ember, and I want to say that it was a Luna. Because she would just heal, or hold on, no, Bree. I guess it doesn't really matter anymore if you see Max and Big Bus too, but you know. Yeah, you wanna run. That was intense. I knew there were weird tentacle crabs here, but I wasn't expecting to fight a bunch of crazy magic users. As if camping in the woods wasn't bad enough, now we have to deal with this. Mistress Ellie, may I interrupt? Yeah, what's up? There is a merchant ship anchored off the coast. There's a strong chance there will still supplies we require. A ship that's clearly allied with those jerks who attacked us. They're gonna sell supplies? Which is why I recommend utilizing Sarah's adaptive outfit feature. Sarah unit, activate maiden mode. Updating appearance. Ah, what the hell am I wearing? Wahahahaha. This suits you way better, Sarah. How do I change it back? You don't. I don't want to wear a maid outfit. Put me back in my normal clothes. They were at least kind of cool. No. Mistress Ellie. As humorous as this situation is, I have loaded a more appropriate outfit for Sarah. Allow me to demonstrate. Updating appearance. Oh, I don't actually hate this. I surprisingly look good in Pirate Hat. See, I knew you'd get used to this whole situation in a day or two. I'm not used to it at all. I want to go back to my old body. I hate being a robot. This outfit is good, but I don't think you're going to convince anyone you're an actual pirate. All that screaming is a dead giveaway. Would you like me to change Sarah's default language from English Australian to English pirate? Oh, do that. Applying language update. Yar, what did ye... ... Arr. Ahoy? Ha. I'm gonna kill old you, Captain Ellie. Not with my programming, you know. I'll go buy some supplies from that ship. Whatever ye say, Captain. Blast it, this be worse than before. In Neptune's name, this tomfoolery is going to send me to Davy Jones' lockup. Okay, this video was running a bit long, so I think I'm gonna end it here. Right at Demetrius. Because it's like an easy stopping point for me. I'm like 3 minutes away from a save point, I'm pretty sure. But I really just don't feel like reading anymore. And I've got to do stuff in like 12 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. Hopefully the volume adjustments worked and things are good. I'm just gonna edit and upload this video basically as is. If it didn't work, I'm gonna cry. And that's all, I think. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Thank you for watching.